Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy, and with me as always, Rowdy Jet.
What's up? And this week, the Zombie Diaries, directed by Michael Bartlett and Kevin Gates from 2006. And this is one of those that, you know, it's done in such a style that it's like a documentary, right, Mike?
Well, it's the handheld camcorder style of filmmaking.
It's like the Blair Witch deal.
Only Blair Witch was Citizen Kane compared to this movie.
Oh, man.
I think the reason why these kind of, you know, the Cloverfield, this style of filmmaking, Diary of the Dead, even Romero tried
Diarrhea of the Dead,
Yeah.
Get it right.
It's because they don't want to spend money on a tripod. They don't want to spend money writing a script. They don't want to do anything. It's just, hey, we got a camcorder. We can just hold it in our hand and run around and tell all of our buddies, just make up the words. You don't even need actors.
Now, we would give you generally a plot here, but we would have to have one.
You would need a plot.
You would
don't
need
even
a plot in
for
order
this movie.
In order to give you one, because all we've got here is a bunch of like small video diaries of these folks out in England, or wherever the heck they were.
Yeah, in England.
Pretty sure it was England, right?
Yeah. Although one guy did have the Lucky Charms voice, so he was probably visiting from Ireland.
You got to do it, Mikey. Go
Scotland.
ahead, do it.
Oh, you got the camera over there, you know.
Yeah, right.
We're on film, you know.
Hey,
well, God, it was horrible.
So, but what you've got is like these small video diaries, which last probably about 15 to 20 minutes apiece. And they seem like, you know, it's like just a cutout of these people's lives while they're out. I don't know what they're doing. We couldn't even discern why they were going in these houses. And
then when one of them found a zombie, we go, was that the chick from the beginning? You couldn't tell
because
and you didn't care.
They flash forward, they flash back. I think there was even a flash sideways at some point.
Yeah, and then 20 hours earlier at the end, and it's, what the heck?
What are they doing? You know, I don't get it, Mike.
You don't need characterization. So all of these people were just cardboard cutouts of just, you're wasting ammo.
Oh.
Stop shooting in that direction.
I had heard so many good things about this. On the box itself, it even says better than Danny Boyle's 28 weeks later.
You know, Danny Boyle could use these films to wipe his butt with.
Oh, absolutely. This was garbage, Mike.
Oh, man. And just letting you know, Michael Bartlett and Kevin Gates, this was the only thing they've ever done. If you go and check out the bio, writer, director, producer, and editor, all the same guy, and this is the only movie. It's obvious a first-time film by a guy and his buddy said, hey, I bought a camcorder on my Best Buy credit card. Let's go out and film a movie.
We could have done this, Mike.
We could have.
We could have done this. I mean, the only kind of cool thing I thought...
Why was this Dimension Extreme?
Wait a minute. I thought some of the zombies, the way they looked was kind of cool. Occasionally, you know, but what was funny, like we're talking about special effects, the guy shoots at one of the zombies, and I swear to you, it was a full second later before you saw the impact and the spray off the head.
Yeah. And
what's going on here?
That was one of the better ones, because the other one where the guy shoots the guy who's sitting against the tree, he just slumped over.
Yeah.
You just heard a firecracker go off, and he just slumped over.
We don't need any more of these type of, and I don't even want to call it a film.
It's not a film.
It's not a film.
In my mind, a movie or a film has got a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it's you are telling a story.
Yeah.
And this is just a camcorder jumping around because you didn't want to hire actors. You didn't want to get a tripod. You didn't want to do anything. It's just, hey, it's a Sunday. We got nothing going on. There's no football on. Let's go film a movie.
I got a bad taste in my mouth now, Mike. You know, I picked this thing up. I went to this. Let me tell you how I came across it. I had heard about it. I had heard about it on, I think I was watching like G4 or something, and they kept running this commercial for it. And it looked, because they cut the commercial exactly correctly, it looked like it could be kind of exciting. So I kept it in my mind. I said, okay, next time I go to the store, I gotta find Zombie Diaries, right? Because they were saying, oh, so much better than 28 Days Later, so much better 28 Weeks Later. This is the best zombie film ever, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta give it a shot. Okay, so I get down to Best Buy. Now I know why it was on sale for $15. You know, and it had just come out.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel sorry that you spent $15.
So I grabbed the disc. I'm all excited.
Well, and it says Dimension Extreme.
Yeah, I don't get that either, you know? There was nothing extreme here.
Nothing
it was extremely
extreme.
stupid. It was extremely lame.
This movie sucked to the extreme.
I don't understand it, Mike.
You know, okay, I read the back of the box, and lately, in the last 5 or so years, see, back in the old days when it said rated R, you had no reason why it was rated R, but now they tell you at the bottom for some suggestive themes or something. In this movie, the box, it said it's rated R for violence and nudity.
Right.
So throughout the course of the movie, I'm so bored with the movie and I'm so uninterested. Just every time a female walks on, I'm judging if I'm hoping she's the one that gets naked or not. That's how bad this movie is.
And the choices were pretty slim
Exactly.
here.
I spent half the movie going, oh, God, I hope it's not her. Oh, God, I hope it's not her.
Well, it did turn out to be the right one, right?
Okay, yeah, she would.
It turned out to be the right one.
Was that the same one?
I think that was the same blonde from the beginning.
And then, was that the same blonde at the end?
God, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know, we're more confused now than when we started. I don't know what I just watched.
Yeah.
The sequence was all jumbled up. I mean, I looked at Mike. I seriously looked at Mike when I'm watching this going, are we stupid? Or are we like completely lost here? I mean, I'm completely lost. Are you completely lost? Am I going to be like, yeah?
We watched this with no distractions.
Right.
I mean, we actually tried to pay attention to this film.
Right. Because it was what you could tell it was going to be the type that warranted that you really sat there and kind of listened to what was going on.
Well, not just listen. You had nothing to listen because most of it was at night with the shaky camera all over.
Well, yeah, but you had to get some of the dialogue. But the dialogue was so shaky, too.
Name a character's name.
I have no idea.
Was anyone named like Bill or John?
No.
That tells you how good of a movie is when you don't remember anyone's name.
Yeah, it's just it's tripe, Mike. It's just it's garbage.
Four nameless characters running around. Oh my God! Crashing the car, shaky camera, all of a sudden black.
Yeah.
And then a new Diary 4, and all of a sudden 4 new people or 5 new people, and you're going, wait a sec, what the heck?
There's nothing redeeming here. I mean, your hardcore zombie people are not gonna like this film.
No.
I mean, who is this? Who is this Dark Side? And on the back of the box, it says the best zombie film ever, The Dark Side. What is that? A Star Wars fan site or something?
Exactly. It doesn't even tell you the website or the magazine. Nothing. It just says The Dark Side. What the hell is that?
I don't know. I'm disgusted. I'm utterly disgusted. Not only did I spend the money on it, but I wasted an hour and a half sitting here.
We could have been watching it better.
We could have been watching it. You know, as much as I hated stuff like, like the Wizard of Gore and stuff like that, I'd rather be watching the Wizard of Gore than this garbage.
Yes, the Wizard of Gore had much more redeeming values. And we bombed that one, didn't we?
I think we bombed it or gave it 1 star, but this is just terrible, Mike.
This is just a bunch of kids with a camcorder.
Yeah.
Bomb this
Enough
sucker.
time wasted on even the debate. It's a bomb!
Jeff, let me ask you a question. I got a serious question. I've been bugging about this for a while. Why is it? What is it about zombies that appeals to low-budget filmmakers? I mean, seriously, if you and your bunch of buddies are laying around the house and going, gee, it's Sunday and there's no football, we're bored, let's go make a
football?
zombie. Yeah, let's make a zombie movie.
Well,
that's what people say. We got a camcorder, let's make a zombie movie.
It's freaking obvious, Mike.
You don't hear people say, hey, why don't we make a Dracula movie?
No, because Dracula has to have personality. You have to have somebody that can actually act in a Dracula movie, right?
You gotta have sets.
Yeah, but now, to make a zombie, all you gotta do is have your freaking flat-footed buddy who can drag his foot across the floor.
And splatter ketchup on his head.
And throw some ketchup on his head, and he's a zombie. Rip up his clothes a little bit.
Make some spaghetti and throw it on his stomach. Yeah.
There's no acting value there. If he can hold his head cocked sideways and drag his foot,
and go,
you're good to go.
Yeah.
It looks like the high school just let out.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
In this movie, it showed a bunch of zombies. They're all wearing black clothes, and hey, high school let out.
This is exactly what I see when the high school lets out.
And then in the movie, right after we said, hey, it looks like the local high school, you heard gunshots. Now it really sounds like our high school.
That's it. Now it sounds like our local joint. Now, that's what it is, Mike. I mean, when you have any other type of character, a mummy, a Dracula, something like that, you got to have some sort of personality. Somebody has to be able to portray a character.
And
with zombies,
and a budget.
It's zombie X, zombie Y, and zombie Z. Okay, all of you walk like you're stupid drunk.
And let's go out into the forest.
Yeah,
right
we'll go outside. We'll throw some ketchup on your head.
Right.
We'll rip your clothes up. You're good to go.
All right, so let's have a bad, low-budget horror movie about like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
Put some brains into this, guys.
Please.
All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. God,
and I'm exhausted.
I know, I'm tired. Hopefully we'll have a better film for you next week at the Horror Debate.